Hello my crafty crew and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di. This is Creative Common Design and I have the seasonal crud. So if you think that my voice sounds weird, or I'm going to try and edit out all of the coughing, but I have the seasonal crud. Today's video is going to be my one little word for the November prompt. So the prompt for November, and if you're not sure, this is a class from Ali Edwards where you just choose a word for the year versus like resolutions or whatever, and we just walk with that word for the whole year. And then the class, you get like prompts every month. There is a Zoom mid-month check-in, and it just keeps your word present. I've been doing this, I think this year was my 20th year. It's either 19 or 20 years. And it just, sometimes I still have like goals from for the year, but mostly I'm just thinking about a word. So that is the premise of this video. And this is going to be for the November prompt. And the November prompt was to look back at the year in all of our photos with the lens of our word and gratitude. So you'll see me here. I got the November Stories by the Month kit. Because I've subscribed to this kit all year in the physical version, I've been using the gold foil vellum that we get with the kits, and I've been using that as my divider each month. So I'm just going to kind of put those together on the front in that little pocket, and then I'm just going to figure out what I'm going to do on the back. So on the back of these, I end up using some of the floral paper from the kit and one of the cards from the kit as well. And because I knew I was going to use like photos for this, I didn't really need a whole bunch of journaling space, I thought. Sometimes things just don't end up as I think. So you can see me here. I'm like, okay, this vellum heart with the quote on it, I'm going to take that and that will be part of my project. And I'm going to use the floral at the bottom, and then we'll just call that good. So on that heart paper, it's actually got a quote. It says, I've got some thoughts about this season of life, and boy do I, is what I gotta say about that. So I'm going to get those all cut to size, because again, these are 6x4 cards, and you'll see there that I've got a little sticky of the inserts that I need for this are 5 by 3.5. So I just had to kind of cut them down and then put them in the pockets. I do end up doing a different color for the little 1.5-inch strip on the middle of the pocket page there. So, and you'll see that later. And I'm going to use one of the die cuts and one of the chipboard pieces for the middle bit too. So that is all that done. I did this in 2 different parts. This was one day, and then I came back to it later and did another day. I didn't quite know what I was going to do for journaling at this point. I didn't quite know what I was going to do for the photos at this point. And I'm like, what I think I'm going to do, there was a 6x4 card in the kit that just felt like it needed to be folded and have a little pocket. So you'll see me take that card, fold it, and then there's a little like library card, one of the old style library cards, and I'm going to take that and I'm just going to pop that in the pocket that I've made from the 6x4 card. And to put this into my binder, I'm just going to take, it's like the end question mark of like a previous pocket page. Again, I save all of the little scraps that I have, so it's just the leftovers of a pocket page, and I'm just going to cut it to size, punch new holes using the We Are Memory Keepers hole punch, and then I'm just going to attach that to the little pocket that I've made out of the 6x4 card. So, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it, but again, I wasn't really sure at this point what the heck I was using it for. I just knew that I wanted to use it. So if you have like page protectors that you're using for things and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, don't throw it away, because you might be able to use it for a project like this. Don't throw things away. I don't throw barely anything away. And I'm going to put on a little Avery index tab on there as well. I do end up putting something in there. I don't know whether it's just a word strip or something, but yeah. And that was day 1. Then I left it for a few days, went to all of my photos, and I just decided that I was going to use 8 of my photos. And then I was reminded that one of the I'm going to call it a side prompt, was that we needed to have a photo from this month, from November. And so I'm like, okay, fine. So I go back to my computer, I grab everything, I grab all of the photos that I'm going to use with a lens of gratitude and being thankful for the year, in some shape and fashion, whether it's something trivial, whether it's something big. And then I'm looking through my photos for November, and the one that kept sticking out to me was this one of me walking my dogs in the rain. And I'm just like, let's just take that. So I've got a full-size photo, because I'm like, I want to make that the November photo, like the November, I'm going to call it the main thing for the November. And then I've got these 8 littler ones. I'm not actually sure the size of those, but I cut them to go into it's a page protector that is supposed to house business cards. So my plan was that I'm going to, you can see here, I've got the journaling that I'm going to put on the back. And it's literally just why I was thankful for something. It's not like any deep journaling. It's just like, this is the photo, but this is the context of the photo. So I'm going to cut those up, and then I'm just going to put them back to back with the photos. But they're going to go in this little pocket page that's, I don't know how long they've been in my stash, but they've been in my stash a long time. I think I got them from Staples, but they're little business card holders, and they go in from the middle of the page protector. It's very odd, and I do like them because they're very useful for like projects like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some cardstock, and then I'm going to cut 2 from each end and then stack them vertically so that I can just kind of layer them. I do end up cutting them down a little bit, but yeah, I'm just going to stack them. So it was kind of an interesting project. And you can see me here, I'm just thinking like, do I want to put them in there, or do I want to do a little like a swivel with putting a brad in there? What do I want? And I'm like, no, just go with the original plan. Go with the original plan of doing these little pockets. Just take the headache away, because yeah, I was kind of already getting sick by this point, and I'm like, just take the headache away, just get it done. Don't overthink it. Go with the original plan. So I'm going to put all of these back to back with the journaling, and I'm just using adhesive for this, like just rolling adhesive. And then I'm going to kind of put that to one side, get them all kind of trimmed, because sometimes when you're doing these things back to back, they don't end up lining up properly. So you can see me here, I'm playing with the divider, I'm playing with what color cardstock do I want, and I kind of ended up doing this kind of, I don't even know, it's like a cream color. So I'm just going to cut that to size, and then kind of lay things out and decide where things are going to go. Like, do I want to cut the little pockets down even further? And I just, yeah, I do. I do want to cut them down further because they're very long. Because again, they're like business card size, which I have no idea how big that is, but they're very long. So I'm going to cut, again, they were 10 on a page, and I'm going to cut 2 off of each end of the long strip. And you can see me here, I'm like, oh, am I going to be able to fit all 8 on one page? The answer was no. So I'm going to cut them down a little bit. I think they ended up being about 2.5 inches or 2 3/4 inches, somewhere around there. Or maybe there were 3, I don't know. But they were just a little bit shorter so that they kind of stuck out of the page protector. And I decided that I was going to turn one of them like in reverse so that the journaling was visible, because I just wanted the word art to be visible to show that you could take them out and just look at the photo or the journaling behind it. And I'm going to use red line tape to adhere this. I bought this red line tape from Amazon. Absolutely love it. It's a way better bargain than getting it from the craft store. And yeah, so I'm just going to adhere it with red line tape, because that is the tape to stick anything down permanently. It will be on there forever. So that is what I'm going to do here, and I'm just kind of going to play with the placement. Is this where I want things? I think it is. So I'm just going to quickly go over the photos that I've chosen. So I've chosen photos that just kind of worked for me. And again, that's what this project is about. Like, what was gratitude to me in this month? So one of the things from this year, should I say, was we got our roof replaced in January after all of the winds and the fires that we had in January. So I just put there's a photo of just our, the roofer's truck and the roof. And on the back, I just put how I'm so thankful that our house wasn't damaged beyond what it was, kind of thing. Many people lost their homes, lost their lives. So again, very, very thankful. There's a photo of me in the hospital, which was at the beginning of the year. That was in February. There's a photo of the room remodel, me doing stuff in my closet, getting new furniture and stuff like that, and having a big reorganization. There's a photo of Bob, who I'm forever thankful for, but also he started going to electronics club, which gives me 1 day a week without him, which is fabulous. And we picked up a laser cutter. So yeah, it's just a few things that I'm thankful for. There's also a photo of me and I've got my hair coloured, and it was a lot darker than I was anticipating, but I'm just it's just hair. I'm just thankful that I still have hair. There's a photo of me and the dogs. There's also a photo of the new dishware that we have in the dishwasher. So Bob he's on the Amazon Vine review program. So we've had some upgrades in the house, is what I will say, and it's been great. We have had some duds, but a lot of it has been great. And then finally, there's a photo of my mom and me on our Zoom chat from this month, where she's been in hospital this month, and I'm just thankful that she is home and is getting better. So that is all of the photos. Then you'll see here, I'm going to kind of work on the front of the November prompt, and I'm just adding some color to the vellum and to the back piece. This was originally supposed to be green. I don't know why it turned out more of a brown, but it was originally supposed to be green, and it just matches the florals. So I'm going to add that to the page protector with some red line tape on the die cuts and the chipboard so that it matches. And then I'm going to kind of turn the camera off, do some journaling, and this is heartfelt journaling on the front and back of the pocket, and then on the inside is where I put all the journaling that I don't want people to see. So that ends up being that, and you'll see here I've got the back side of the photo to do. So I go back to my printer and I just use the word art to do looking back at my word. And I know that we will do kind of a reflection in December, but I've definitely felt like I'm saying goodbye to my word right now. So and the thing that came up for me was success being messy. It's not linear. So I just grabbed the meme off the internet and just put that on the journaling there. It just made sense. It just made sense. It was just exactly how I feel that this year has gone. Not the year that I wanted, but it's the year that we got. And that's we get what we get, right? So the word is the word. And that is all of my pages done for November. So here is a little flip through. If you enjoyed this, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you next time. Bye.